Hello guys, how are you doing today? My name is Kim Douglas. How you doing? How you feeling? Coming to you guys from Prosperous Property Investments. Just coming to share a couple prosperity points, help you out a little bit in your life, help you out a little bit in your business. Yes, yes, yes. Today we are going to talk about breaking the chains. Breaking the chains. Yes. As you're coming in, go ahead and let me know who you are. Let me know where you're coming from. Let me know how you're feeling. Like I say, drop me a line as long as it is a positive one, and we will get this thing kicked off as soon as I share this to a few friends of mine. So, yep, like I said, as you're coming in, let me know what's going on in your world. Let me know how your day is going. I hope everything is going well with you as it is with me. Yes. As I'm sharing this really quick, I do want to give out a shout out to everyone who basically reached out to me and showed me love yesterday. We went to our event. We got all dressed up. Hey, Corey, how you doing? Thank you guys for all the comments and all the love that you guys gave. I do appreciate it. It is noticed. Yeah, it just makes it nice that, people notice and people comment, and that's cool. But yeah, like I said, today, as we get started, we're going to get ready to get started. We're going to talk about breaking the chains today, why that is important, and just something that I learned recently that I wanted to share with you. So we're just going to give it about another minute, and then we will get this thing started as I am sharing this, right? So, yep, like I said, come on in. Yes. Okay, so I've shared this really quick in the group, and we are going to get started about 30 seconds. I'm gonna get this party started right? Yes. Just waiting on the loading there. But so yeah, yesterday was pretty great. It was pretty awesome. Had a great time. Got to go to prom again. It's been a while, over a decade since I've been to prom. So that was kind of nice to just do something, just something different, something out the box, relax a little bit, have a little bit of fun, and, live a little bit. You got to take some time to do that, in your life. It's not all grind. Yes, there should be a lot of grind, but then there should be some celebrating of your successes as well, too, That's part of it. That's part of life, and part of living it is you got to live it. So, had a great time yesterday in doing that. All right, so I'm sharing this one more group, and then we will get it started. Alrighty, just a second here. Okay, good to go. All right, so today we're talking about breaking the chains, right? So today I went to church, and it's always amazing, always pick up so many nuggets and learn so much stuff when I go to church. I go to Champion Center here in Tacoma, Washington. Hey, Charity, thanks for popping on. But yeah, so I went to church today, and we were learning a lesson, and then for part of the lesson, he showed a picture of an elephant with a chain around its ankle, and I've seen this picture before, and I've heard the story before. But I just kind of want to share with you guys my takeaways and how that can help you out in your life or help you out in your business, right? So, like I said, the picture was of an elephant, and it had a chain around, a small chain around its ankle, just one ankle. And that chain was attached to a wooden spike that was driven into the ground, So usually when you would see something like this, usually the animal's like a circus animal or something like that performing, right? So how does the elephant basically get trained to stay in one place, So what happens is that they catch the elephant in captivity, right? I mean, not when it's in captivity, when it's in the wild, right? And then they bring it into captivity. So they get it when it's a baby, when it's new to the world, right? So what it is a repetitive process of basically, the animal going through a lot of stress and trauma in order for them to learn the tricks, learn the tricks that the trainer wants them to perform, being chained up, being tied up, being poked and prodded when they do things wrong. So over time, the animal just gets accustomed to okay, listening to the trainer because they don't want to, see the end result of, the consequence of not doing what the trainer's instructing the animal to do, right? So when you're watching, a circus act or whatnot, and you see the elephant is a massive elephant, a big elephant. Even a baby elephant is pretty heavy, right? So over time, like I said, this is a pattern that, it's a learned behavior. They have to learn how to obey and learn how to do the tricks that the trainer wants them to perform after repeatedly going through this process day after day after day, hour after hour, then all of a sudden the elephant just comes to a point where the elephant will sit in the, in the circus ring or whatnot. They'll have the one chain around its ankle and the stake driven into the ground. So what happened with the elephant? We look at the elephant, it's a great and mighty creature, right? So what happened in the elephant's life to make it basically be controlled by something so small that it can break down? Like if the elephant wanted to, we all know that the elephant can just stand up, walk away, or start to run away and be free, But like I said, over the conditioning of time and the circumstances under which it is being trained, it is learning that, okay, when the chain is on, we want you to sit down. We want you to do this. We want you to follow the instructions, So it's been conditioned and trained to behave like that. It wasn't like that in the beginning. But like I said, it was conditioned and trained to behave like that. So how does that relate to you in your life or in your business, right? So realistically, I took this as the chain is basically your own personal limiting beliefs. So what has happened to you in your life that makes you sit, that makes you be still, that makes you fit in, that makes you want to do things the way that you're doing things, Everyone was put here for a reason and a purpose. So what is stopping you from that reason and that purpose is basically what I'm asking in today's live. We all have had life circumstances that make us feel just like that elephant chained. It just becomes routine. It becomes habit. So after the training with the elephant, what happens is that the animal gets accustomed to that treatment and starts to see that as the norm. That this is the norm. This is how I behave. This is how I'm supposed to respond to this stimulus. This is what I'm supposed to do. So the elephant stops to even see that it's in captivity. It starts to believe that, okay, this is the norm. If I don't do this correctly, then this is what's going to happen, But the same thing happens to us in life with our own personal limiting beliefs. Like I said, we all, Les Brown always says, have greatness within us. We all have greatness within us. So what is stopping you from moving forward into that greatness? I mean, this is something that everyone has to battle with, including myself. What are the things you're telling yourself? Have you told yourself you're not smart enough, or you're too young to start something, or you're too old to start something, or you just don't know, or I can't do that, or, what is it? What is it that you're telling yourself, And in figuring this out, you just have to see that, like there are things that are holding you back, in order for you to, like, how can you break free from the chain if you don't even know that you're chained? Like the elephant does not even realize that it's in captivity, but we are in that mind state. Yeah, thanks for coming on, We are in that mind state that things, just repetitive motion. We're in the mind state that this is the norm, that, this is the way things are supposed to be. So what do you do to change that? What do you do to change that? First of all, like I said, you just got to be around the right people. Sometimes you need a nudge in the right direction. Someone to tell you, hey, what happened to this? Didn't you say that you had this goal? Didn't you say that you wanted to do this? You have to think on those things that you were put here to do. So let me go back to this. So 2 questions that you can ask yourself, just ask yourself, what do I want to do? Or even ask yourself the greater question, which is, what was I put here to do? What is my assignment? What am I meant to do? You know, and what limiting beliefs do I have that's holding me back from accomplishing what I need to do? So, what is my assignment? Why was I put on this earth? What was I meant to do? What is my mission? You know, we all have something great in us. And, you know, the world is such a better place when we all realize, hey, what was I put here to do? What was I put here to do? And then ask yourself, what are the things that are holding you back and stopping you from doing them? You know, it's kind of like what Tony Robbins says, that if you don't like something about yourself, change it. You know, and that's kind of what I want to motivate you guys to do today, is just to realize that there are things holding you back from your greatness. Don't empower them. Don't let them. Don't let them hold you back from your greatness. Like I said, ask yourself, what do you want to do? What were you put here to do? And then what are things holding you back? What are the lies that you're telling yourself? Are you telling yourself you're not smart enough? You're not good enough? That there's no way that you can figure it out? That's another thing that I had to learn. You know, you have to start, like I said, as that behavior was learned, a new behavior can be learned, and that behavior can be unlearned, you know? So as we're telling us this repetitive story to yourself of all the limiting beliefs, whatever it may be, you need to find a way to start telling yourself things that are actually true about yourself. You know, it's easy for us to focus on the negative, but find some things that you're good at and start repetitively telling yourself that you're good at those things, instead of constantly telling yourself what you're not capable of, what you can't do, why you're not smart enough. You know, one of my affirmations that I actually came up with is that I am creative and resourceful enough to overcome any challenge. I mean, that's better than telling yourself that you're not smart enough to figure it out, or you just don't know what to do. Say, I am creative and resourceful enough to overcome any challenge. You know, it's how you see things. It's how you, you know, like I said, what are you telling yourself repetitively in your mind, you know? So I just wanted to drop some nuggets, you know, just something I learned, that we gotta, like I said, if we don't like it, have the power always to change it. You can change it. You can change who you think you are. Start telling yourself a new story. Another great entrepreneur, Brian Finale, amazing and inspirational guy, right? He's always saying it's not that you don't know what to do, it's that you're not doing what you know. It's not that you don't know what to do, but that you're not doing what you know. So we all know what to do. You got to start somewhere. What do you know? What do you know how to do? Do that. And as you're doing that and you're going out there and you're trying and you're reaching for your goals, you are starting to align yourself with the people who will move you to the next step. The person that will move you from where you are to the next level, you know, because they see your effort, because they see you trying, you know. So that's what I just basically wanted to put out there for you guys. Just be encouraged and know that you guys can break those chains. As those behaviors were learned, they could be unlearned, and new behaviors, new habits that are, you know, enhancing of your life can be put into place, right? So that's all I got for you guys. If you guys want some more information about learning how to break those mental chains, especially if you have a business that you want to start, you know, you need the tools, you need the resources. It's like I said, it's not that you don't know what to do, it's that you're just not doing what you know. Thanks, guys, for coming so much, for liking, for commenting, and for sharing. And I just want to say, you guys, just have a great day and have a prosperous day on purpose. Thanks. Take care. Bye.